Bea, and welcome to the second episode of Lala Podcast. This is our special Women's Month series where we highlight the stories, challenges, and triumphs of women across different fields. Of course, this episode would not be possible without our generous partner, WV Towers. Last time, we kicked off the series with our first episode titled All About Her, inspiring women and their impact. Today, we take that conversation further as we turn our focus on ang Ilongga Awards. So our first guest today, she is ang Ilongga Awardee 2024, Miss Roselle Hardenil. Welcome, ma'am. And she is previously a member of the Board of Trustees Federation of Solo Parents in Luz Women Incorporated, FSPL Manila, and currently the Execom President. Also, Municipal Federation President of Solo Parents Pavia Iloilo, Exceptional Solo Parents Awardee in 2022. Okay. Representative, Regional Interagency Committee on Filipino Families, Regional Interagency Coordinating and Monitoring Committee, DSWD Regional Field 6, Provincial President, Rural Improvement Clubs of the Philippines. Let's welcome Ma'am Roselle. Hi, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon to all.
Right. Okay. So our next guest, she is Miss Leonomy Gail Haula. She is the Director for Special Projects in JCI Iloilo Ilang Ilang, Chair for ang Ilongga Awards 2024. So, hi.
Hello, good
Direct-
afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having us this afternoon.
Great. So, let's get right to it. Hello, Direct Gail. So it's a
Hello.
pleasure to have you here on Lala Podcast. Before we dive into, why don't you say hi to our listeners and let them know who you are?
So, hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am Gail Haula. I am currently the Director for Special Projects of JCI Iloilo Ilang Ilang, and I am currently the Chairperson for the Ang Ilongga Awards 2025 Year 10.
Wow. Okay. So let's get on with the questions. So,
Sure.
Dear Gail, what is AIA or ang Ilongga Awards?
So, Ang Ilongga Awards is a project of JCI Iloilo Ilang Ilang intended to recognize women all over the community of Iloilo City and the Iloilo province. So, this project actually aims to empower women and aims to highlight the achievements of women in our community, which more or less and sometimes parang nade-disregard natin or we hindi natin siya nakikita, so something like that. And with this project, with this program, gina-highlight gina siya natin every year.
Right. So thank you so much for that. And you also talked about the goal of it and the why behind it. So how is AIA different from other award-giving bodies? What is the difference?
The difference of AIA between all other parang recognizing projects is that it is community-based, at the same time it is inclusive, and that ang aton yung mga nominees with AIA is hindi siya bala nag-a-apply, but this is more on the nomination to see and to realize the impact that these women make in our community. So I think amo gid na siya ang highlight.
Of course, since it's 10th year anniversary, it's a really big year for this year, and I know
Yes.
you have prepared.
Very challenging year. I have like the biggest shoes to fill in right now because syempre we are on the 10th year and the women before me has parang performed well to the point that AIA has been recognized all over the years as a good project considering that it has received awards in the JCI area conventions and national conventions. So it's really a pressure for me to do well on this project talaga.
I'm sure you will do well. Of course, naman. I have faith in you, dear Gail. All right. So if I were to be nominated for ang Ilongga Awards, what would it take? What would it take for me to win?
Well, it takes the heart. You know, it takes the heart to create projects. Because our criteria for AIA is dapat we have the social impact, diba? You empower women. Of course, we have to see that you are also a leader, and at the same time, you have community and civic involvement. So it doesn't just mean that kumbaga you have you graduated from a prestigious school, di ba? It's not all of that. You are from a parang high-ranking official ka in the government. It's not all of that. You have to create an impact. You have to create meaningful projects all over
Right.
the years that you have you know that you are serving in the community. Dapat mi ara ka gina siya tanan. Of course, you're also a leader. So it takes a lot, but again, we welcome everyone who aspires to be the Ilongga of the year.
Wow. So, para pala siyang a full package, I would say.
Yes,
Oo.
beauty, brains, everything that goes with it.
Okay, thank you so much. So now, I want to ask both of you. Okay, since you are the chair for this year and Miss Roselle is the winner last year. All right, so what are the challenges that you had with AIA? So let's ask Miss Roselle first. Have your mic. All
Okay.
right.
Well, when it comes to challenges, wrap up with nervousness, because this is a big question to me, how to present myself, being a leader, a community servant, which has a social impact to the community, not only in Iloilo, but in the whole Philippines. Once nga winner ka, not only nga sa Ilonggo mo i-present or a model, but in the whole Philippines. So, as what Attorney Haulas says, nga, may leadership, may social impact, may women empowerment, may community service. Not only, siguro sa akon lang, it's not only women empowerment, but dala na other sector like PWD and senior citizens. So, amuna nagkuhan gid ang challenge to me nga dapat i-package ko gid para nga sa totoo lang ang akon gid nga gusto is to win the awards because this time siguro ma-disclose ang mga achievements nga nahimo ko in my whole advocates and my volunteerism because iba ko sometimes other people would give service because it's part of their duties and responsibilities. Pero sa ako niya, it's more on volunteerism.
And that is why you won as the 2024 Ang Ilongga Awards because you are so passionate with purpose. Okay. And now let's ask Direct Gail. Since you are the chairman of Ang Ilongga Awards this year, what are the challenges so far that you are facing?
I think this goes with all of the same projects siguro with JCI Iloilo Ilang-Ilang na and with all volunteer organizations in terms of implementing projects because you see JCI Iloilo Ilang-Ilang is a non-governmental organization. We go with volunteerism, no, as long as everyone has the time. I think they are willing naman to join and to be there on our projects. The challenge lang siguro with conducting projects, including AIA, is that sometimes we have limited manpower siguro because you can't force your volunteers to be there every day
That's
or with
correct,
every
yes.
project. So, may mga problems kita with manpower. Sometimes we go with site validations. Nga tatlo lang kami. All in the same day. Sometimes, when we conduct projects, ikaw yung nag-a-assist sa aton nga host. Ikaw ang nag-a-assist sa aton nga mga nominees. And then, madalagan ka na naman on the other side to assist them going down the stairs. I think it's more on manpower lang gid. But with JCI Iloilo Ilang-Ilang, which is a kind of a sisterhood na for us. And you have sisters na you know will be there whenever you conduct projects, everything becomes easier. So I think yun lang yung challenge, but I trust my sisters to be there with me when I implement the project.
Indeed, it is a big undertaking, no, for to chair a
Yes.
project, and now it's also a big project since it's a
Yes.
10th year anniversary. All right, but we trust you and congratulations. Thank you for taking this undertaking. All right, so your journey as is an inspiration to many, both of you. Could you share what motivated you to pursue the path that led you to joining AIA? What was your motivation? Can you share that to us, Madam?
Maybe first is my vision. So, a leader, dapat may vision ka So, a leader without vision is nothing. It's just like sitting down, then, kung ano lang. But then, for me, my vision, nga dapat ang isa ka solo parent, may bosses in a society when it comes to decision making. So, dira ko napakita nga na-motivate gid ako. It's because looking to them, kaluluoy gid yung mga sectors ng solo parent kay na-disregard sila sa society. Unlike sa women, may Magna Carta na tayo sa what we call that sa senior citizens PWD. So the latest is this what we call expanded benefits. So dira na motivate gid ako, it's because of my vision nga dapat on top na talaga ang solo parents. So that is why we won our battle. We had the expanded benefits from Republic Act 8972 and to the latest is the solo parents expanded benefits. So diri ko napakita nga because of my motivation, because of looking at them sa ila plight, sa mga circumstances, iba na gin rape, iba na gin bayaan. How much more sa gin bayaan, trauma na katama, may stigma sila. So sa ako niya part, kay wala ako stigma, siguro nag-motivate ako, it's because nga nakita ko nga madamo gid may stigma na trauma. So especially sa ila financial aid. So dira gid nga daw nakita mo gid nga paano mo sila mabuligan. So through the Republic Act 11861 na highlight dira ang 1,000 subsidy per month to those solo parents nga invisible ang income nga wala sang formal economy. So dira nagidya napakita not only motivation but that motivation put into action.
All right. Thank you so much. I can really feel ang passion ni Miss Rosel when, you know, that, and this is the reason why you won ang Ilongga Awards 2024.
Thank you.
What does being an AIA awardee mean to you?
It's more on recognition and honor to me. And in behalf sang award ko, still the standard bearer sang award. Kag I'm so proud of it whenever I am. So dapat not only as an example pero dapat put into action. So somehow ang JCI nakabuligid ako to make more my advocacy workout and hindi lang sa Iloilo but in the whole Philippines. Ang gratitude ko pag during the time is when Mayor of the Boracay requested me to visit and talk to the, what we call that, to the group of solo parents. So, standard bearer pagid si JCI.
Yes.
So, ina gidya dako gidya nga kuan nga wherever I am kung pila man ka tuig but still ako pagidya ang JCI standard bearer sang the most outstanding female solo parent in Iloilo. So hindi lang guro sa province kag Iloilo City but in the whole Philippines as well.
Well, thank you so much. We can really see you're proud of being an awardee, ma'am. All right. So after AIA, how does being an awardee make a difference in the impact that you give to the community?
It's easy for me to lobby, di ba? May titulo ka na eh. So sa akon lang, anywhere, any VIP, daw as if nga confident ka. It's because nga, ang mga action mo, na-recognize na nga, true people, true leader. Kaysa una masiling ako nga, namin na siya. But without recognition ni JCI, without the recognition of the awards, daw bali, okay man, pero lain gidya ang impact. So, dira isa pagid is easy to lobby. So, wherever I am, kung ano ang gusto ko, nga matabo, nga mga ideas, thoughts, mga proposals, especially sa sangguniang bayan sang Pavia, daw ginagrant sang SB dira kag sang executive which is the mayor. So amo na ang isa gidya nga dako gid nga influence kag maybe may naangat ko ang self-esteem sang mga solo parents, especially in Pavia. Well, in fact, isa pa gina is this solo parents discount privilege sa mga selected establishment nga sa totoo lang wala na iya sa layi gina-allowed. So amo nang remarkable namon nga ginahimo as what we call that outstanding female solo parents in Iloilo.
Wow. This question is for the both of you. What is the most unforgettable experience you had with AIA? Sige, Direct Gail.
Kasi for me, I started last year as a co-chairperson of the program. So I've seen kung paano kami nag-start with the submission of nominees up until the time na nag-award kami sang amon nga outstanding solo parent of the year, no. So yung pinaka-remarkable moment na for me last year during the awarding is sang gin-announce gid si ma'am as the winner last
Why
year.
is that?
I think it's because I've seen how passionate she is with everything that she does, no, given the number of awards, given the ordinance that ginobra niya, the law nga ginbuligan niya nga ipapass for the welfare of the solo parents, no. Damo siya programs nga naobra, and parang it's for me, wow. As in this type of commitment, no, this passion to create change, it's not siguro may times na parang na ano ka, parang na co-conscious ka, parang like na anong tawag mo, you want to be like her. No, you want to create bigger changes, or she becomes an inspiration to me.
Yes,
She has become an
yes.
inspiration to me in a way that when she was awarded as the most outstanding solo parent last year, nag-cry siya, nag-cry man ko. So like we were so happy for her, no. Kag
Ay.
nakita gid namon nga very deserved gid ni ma'am maging awardee naton last year.
Oh my. We can all feel her energy right now, talaga, her passion. So, can you give us the most memorable moment in your AIA journey?
Okay, the disclosure of my achievements. Kaya amo na blasiling ko nga biskan ano ka, kami lang niya kabalo sa nga kon nga mga struggle in the national, in fighting our cause, nagalakat ka. Actually, I was invited by the central office, the SWD, to showcase Solo Parents Pavia. At the same time, naging speaker ako sa National Summit. So, dira ko nakita nga through the best practice of Pavia, no, convince ko. One of the factors nga na-convince namon kag nag-tie up kami sa national, that is the Federation of Solo Parents, Luz Vimin, Incorporated. So, it's a great help for me. So, pagkabalo kuya, wala gid ko nothing gid kuya, kay surprising gid ya katama sang JCI. Wala ka lead. Wala gid ya leak nga kung ano na ang akon nga nomination. Until such time nga pagsiling nga ako ang winner, hindi ko gid mapunggan. It's because it's a great, remarkable event to my life, giving recognition to the achievements to my feet. Kaya nga, hindi ni kausa nakon kundi kausa sang solo parents nga nahimo ako nga boses. Nahimo kami boses sang national to create what we call that social impact to the community.
Yes,
Hindi lang ni ang ako nga impact sa Iloilo, kundi the whole Philippines nga impact namon. So the expanded benefits, isa si Pavia dira nga nag-craft sang IRR through our Federation of Solo Parents. So salamat gid sa GCI for the recognition and honoring our achievements.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rosel. And we want to thank you as well. Thank you so much for all of the hard work that you've done, not just for Iloilo, but for the whole Philippines. Wow. So this next question is for Direct Gail. Okay, so over the years, what impact have you seen this initiative create among Ilonggas and the wider community?
I think because one of our projects, yung criteria of the project is you have to have women empowerment. So at the end of every awarding, dapat makita naton nga by recognizing this Ilongga, dapat naka-empower siya more women to be more vocal, no, to be strong, and to be parang kind of nag-rise siya above all others. At the end of the day, we have to empower all women nga matouch sa ato nga project.
Wow, so it's like a ripple effect from one
Yes.
person to another.
Yes.
That's really nice. Okay, so can you share some memorable moments from organizing this year's awards?
Yes, actually, may ara, gid, no. Last year, I was just the co-chairperson of this project. Isa sa mga pinaka-memorable moments that I've had in implementing this project last year is that during the site validation, there were only the three of us. So, si Press Lars namon last year, and then the chairperson, EVP Nisa this year. So, like, tatlo lang kami. Tapos nag-rent si EVP Nisa sang salakyan, and then kami lang nga tatlo naglibot all over Iloilo para mag-conduct sang site validation. So nag-start kami, I think, early in the morning, and then nag-end kami 5 in the afternoon. So hambag ko, oh my God, anang very siya, kapoy-kapoy, kaya literally ginlibot mo ang Iloilo. So hambag ko, kaya man naton, galing nga tatlo, no? But hindi na kita magliwat.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. The Ang Ilongga Awards has grown tremendously since its inception. As the current chairperson, how do you ensure that the project stays true to its vision while continuing to innovate?
Well, I think you should focus more on ano ba yung purpose ng Ang Ilongga Awards. It's to recognize women. You have to check that all your activities from its inception up to the end of the day focuses more on the empowerment of women. And that involves not only accepting nominations, it does not just involve proceeding to judging the nominees, but you have to make sure that number one, sino ba yung target participants mo? It's the women in the community nga naga-try mag-create, naga-attempt mag-create, and has successfully created changes in our community. So you have to stay true to that. Also, you have to find judges who are also with the same vision as you have. These should be women nga they're in the business sector, they're in the peace sector, nga hindi lang sila ara dira, but kumbaga may purpose sila kung aara sila dira. Sa business sector, dapat kinanglan mo ipakita nga nag-start ako sang business to make people see nga ang mga lalaki is not just the ones nga fit mag-start sang business nila, but also as women. And then during the awarding ceremony naton, kinahanglan mapakita naton nga at the end of the day ang aton purpose is to recognize women.
Yes.
That involves inviting all of our awardees, ma'am, you have to be there on June, inviting all of our awardees to make them see that all over the years amo ni siya ang na-produce ni ang Ilongga Awards.
Right.
And these are the impacts nga na-create sang amon nga project, and these are our goals for our future projects involving ang Ilongga Awards.
Right. Thank you so much for that, dear Gail. All right, last question. How can we sustain the existence of AIA in the years to come? It's 10 years already, and we also want to pursue this as many years as we can. So how do you think we can do that?
I think it follows, no, because again, the purpose of ang Ilongga Awards is to highlight and recognize women. And as long as there are women who are, aiming to create positive change, who are aiming to become empowered, and nag-rise above the challenges that she faces. As long as these women are there, ang Ilongga Awards will continue to recognize them. Ang Ilongga Awards will continue to highlight their achievements, no, their awards nga ni-receive nila, and will empower more women to become like them.
Right.
Successful in creating positive changes in our community.
And that is one of the tenets of JCI Philippines.
Yes.
JCI, right. Great answers, dear. Thank you so much. All right, so now the question would be towards Miss Rosel.
Yes.
Okay, what do you hope people take away from these stories shared through AIA? Syempre, ang story mo. What do you want people to take away from it?
A sincere advocate and a true leadership. Leadership in action and by example. That's it.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Rosel. All right, this time, dear Gail, what message would you like to give to fellow Ilonggas who inspire to create change in their own ways?
Well, first, I would like to give my congratulations to each and every Ilongga who has made an impact on our society. And my message to the rest of the Ilonggas, no, is to, to see that JCI Iloilo Ilang Ilang is here for you. We believe in you, and as women, we have, we will provide you with every help that we can in any way that we can. You should always know that you are not alone, and that parehas balasang story ni ma'am. You have to believe in yourself. No, you have to parang to be strong, to be able to create an impact, to be able to surpass all these challenges nga naagyan mo. And by that, I think that parehas kay ma'am, you will be worthy to become the Ilongga of the year also.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And this will be our last question for this episode. And this is for you, dear Gail. How do you envision the future of Ang Ilongga Awards in the years to come?
Continuously empowering women.
Perfect. Thank you so much, dear Gail and Ma'am Rosel, for being our guests for episode 2. The stories we heard today are proof that strength of women create ripples of change that go far beyond themselves. And that resilience and leadership are not just words, they are lived experiences that shape our community and create real change. Before we sign off, we'd like to thank our sponsors, WV Towers, located in 5-hectare community here in Mandurrio Garden Residences. WV Towers is an exclusive residential condominium that is home to the best amenities. The community is committed to give first-class facilities that allow for a lifetime of unique memories. Pioneering and highlighting open spaces, WV Towers in Mandurrio Garden Residences is surrounded by lush gardens and luxurious amenities. Once again, this has been Bea alongside with Rosel and Gail. And if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that empowered women empower communities. Until next time, let's keep the conversations going and keep empowering one another. This has been Lala Podcast. See you in the next episode.